Jane Shrimpton, the ultimate fashion icon of runway, street style, and red carpet moments. Jane Shrimpton, often referred to as the Shrimp, didn't just walk into the fashion world, she revolutionized it. Emerging during the 1960s, a time of great cultural shifts and fashion rebellion, Shrimpton brought a fresh, youthful, and liberating energy to an industry still clinging to the formality of the 1950s. She wasn't just a model, she was a force that challenged traditions and redefined beauty and fashion standards for generations to come. Her impact spans across the catwalk, city streets, and glamorous red carpets, leaving behind a legacy that feels just as relevant today as it did during her heyday. From breaking rules with miniskirts to owning the runway with a new sense of grace, Jane Shrimpton became, and remains, the epitome of effortless style and quiet rebellion. Runway elegance, breaking molds with every step. In the 1960s, modeling was still stiff, polished, and formal. Models were often statuesque and posed with calculated elegance. But when Jane Shrimpton took to the runway, something changed. She didn't just walk, she moved with a natural grace, a sense of authenticity that had rarely been seen before. She brought warmth, movement, and life to the clothes she wore. Working closely with iconic photographers like David Bailey, who also became her partner for a time, Shrimpton's image was everywhere. Designers adored her not just for her beauty but for her ability to make clothes look modern and alive. She wasn't overly styled or robotic, she was fresh, expressive, and relatable. She helped popularize the miniskirt, which became a central element of the 60s fashion revolution. Working with Mary Quant and other designers of the time, Shrimpton brought bold prints, A-line silhouettes, and new proportions to the forefront. Instead of corsets and gowns, she wore mod dresses and sleek ensembles that spoke to a new generation of young women eager to break free from old expectations. Her runway looks were often clean and minimalist, no over-accessorizing, no over-styling, just bold fashion statements made with subtlety. This simplicity became her signature and inspired countless designers and models who followed. Street style royalty, effortless chic before it had a name. Long before street style became a fashion buzzword and Instagram trend, Jane Shrimpton was already its queen. Off the runway, her looks were understated yet impossibly chic. She knew how to take basic pieces, like a striped tee, high-waisted pants, or a trench coat, and make them look like high fashion. She mastered the art of casual glamour, think oversized sunglasses, ballet flats, and mod mini dresses worn with little more than confidence. Her fashion was always wearable, yet somehow elevated. She made it okay to not try too hard. Her hair was usually in soft, natural waves, her makeup light, focusing on her wide eyes and glowing skin. One of the most iconic moments in street style history came in 1965, when Shrimpton attended the Melbourne Cup Carnival in Australia. Expected to wear a traditional, conservative ensemble complete with gloves, stockings, and a hat, she arrived in a simple white shift mini dress with no hat, gloves, or pantyhose. It shocked the media and conservative circles, but it also became a defining moment of fashion liberation. That single act of rebellion made headlines around the world and helped solidify her place in the Fashion Hall of Fame. She didn't need loud clothes to make a statement. Her presence alone was the exclamation point. Red carpet minimalism, understated, unforgettable. While many of her contemporaries leaned into the glitz and glam of the red carpet, Jane Shrimpton often did the opposite, and stood out more because of it. Her red carpet choices were sleek, minimalist, and elegant. She favored monochrome palettes, often wearing white, black, or soft pastels. Her accessories were sparse, often just a pair of earrings or a simple clutch. Instead of floor-length gowns adorned with sequins, she wore tailored dresses that emphasized her statuesque frame without overpowering her delicate features. Her makeup remained true to her street style, natural, highlighting her doe-like eyes and high cheekbones. This understated approach was revolutionary. She didn't need dramatic flair to draw attention. Her beauty, poise, and calm confidence lit up the room in a way few could replicate. Even in formal settings, she maintained her cool girl attitude. She appeared modern, yet timeless. Elegant, yet totally herself. Her red carpet style has influenced countless celebrities and designers who have since embraced the less is more philosophy. The legacy of a fashion revolutionary. Jane Shrimpton's fashion journey wasn't just about what she wore, it was about what she represented. She was part of a generation of women who rejected traditional roles and redefined what femininity and beauty could look like. She was not just a model, she was a mirror of the changing world. By embracing minimalism, natural beauty, and youthful rebellion, she helped pivot the fashion industry toward a new era, one that was less about perfection and more about expression. She laid the groundwork for supermodels who followed: Twiggy, Kate Moss, and even modern icons like Alexa Chung and Kaia Gerber owe part of their aesthetic to Jane's pioneering style. Even today, fashion editorials and runway shows draw from her influence. You can see echoes of her mini-dress moments, her soft glam, and her signature nonchalance in collections from brands like Celine, Dior, and Valentino. Street-style stars, too, often cite her as an influence, showing that over half a century later, her style still resonates. Conclusion. Jane Shrimpton wasn't just a face of her time, she was a catalyst. She helped the fashion industry shed its skin and embrace a new era of authenticity, youth, and individuality. Whether strutting down a runway, turning heads in the street, or gracing the red carpet, she did so with an elegance that felt natural, a confidence that felt revolutionary, and a style that remains iconic. Her fashion moments weren't about spectacle, they were about substance. And that's what makes Jane Shrimpton not just a model, but a legend. She didn't follow fashion. She was fashion.